Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I wanted to come on here and talk about everything that went down this past Friday in France. So a lot of my subscribers have been sending me emails and hitting me up, wanting me to talk about everything. I didn't get a chance. I haven't really been on social media like that because, as you guys know, I'm really working on this web series and we're literally writing like 6-7 hours a day. So I was just really busy, but I did watch it live. I watched everything on TV that was going down with France, and you know what the people there were going through. As we all know, over 129 civilians were killed at different locations. They're now saying that ISIS is taking credit for these killings. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on. But I think one of the things that surprised me is that a lot of folks are upset with the coverage that France is getting. And they're saying that even Facebook is being hypocritical because when you log into your Facebook account, you can change your Facebook profile to have a flag of France over your face. And so a lot of folks were complaining about that, saying, well, how can you do one for France, but you didn't do one for Kenya? Kenya just experienced terrorism not too long ago. And Beirut also experienced a bunch of bombings. You guys didn't, give anybody a Beirut flag option. And then soon after, people started complaining. People were posting memes on my page saying that these memes were going viral, and it was a hashtag that was started on Twitter called Fuck Paris. And in the hashtag, you had a lot of so-called conscious and so-called pro-black people. And I use quotes when I say that because I don't want to blame any specific group, because for all we know, a lot of this could be undercover racist people who are just trying to push an agenda. Because as we all know, a lot of folks are against Black Lives Matter. So they're saying that the people of Black Lives Matter and the conscious community and pro-black people started this Fuck Paris hashtag. And so these were some of the tweets. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some of these tweets. Check this out and I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary. So you guys just saw the tweet. A lot of people are also complaining, saying that black folks have no business even, worrying about what happened in Paris when we have all this drama going on at the University of Missouri. So it's just a lot of back and forth. And, I've been reading a lot of the comments online and, people stating how they feel about different situations. Even in that hashtag, now people are going in and condemning the hashtag. There's even a hip hop artist who's catching a lot of flack. His name is Lovelyti, and he came out with the song Fuck Paris as well. If you guys want to hear the song, it's going to be on my website. You guys can check that out. So a lot of people have a lot of strong emotions about this entire situation. And part of me didn't even want to do this video. Like, I'm just so over the politics, the seriousness. I'm over the selective outrage. I'm tired of being attacked for having a viewpoint. I just get really, really tired of all the drama, the nasty emails, the cuss outs and everything for any time I have an opinion, especially when it comes to like more serious topics. That's why I just tend to do more of the celebrity gossip and the fun stuff and the light stuff. I don't like doing the serious stuff anymore because it's not fun, because you're not entitled to have your opinion. You're not entitled to see something different. I'm tired of being called a bedwench, a coon, or a racist, or a bitch. I just get tired of it, but I did want to come on camera and talk about this because a lot of people asked me to. So I do respect the subscribers who asked me to do a video. I do take your opinions into consideration, but a lot of topics I just stay away from. That's why I didn't do any videos concerning what went down in Missouri. I'm staying out of all that. But for this, when I first heard about it, yeah, I was very, very upset. I was very worried. You know what I mean? Like, there are black people in France as well. It's not just a white country. There's a lot of people of different races in France. But what disturbed me is the fact that I can put myself in these people's shoes. These people are doing nothing more than watching a soccer game, going out to eat with friends, going to a nightclub, and they lost their lives. Those attacks were really, really sad. But then the conspiracy theorist in me knows that knows that none of this shit was sporadic and nothing happens by coincidence. And all this stuff to me was planned. There's a lot more people involved in this besides ISIS, you know, so that's one thing that I want to say about that I don't believe that it's just ISIS behind that and this is just some, you know, spur of the moment plot. This was very, very much planned. I also feel like because of this, it's going to bring on a lot of xenophobia towards Muslims and, you know, immigration and things like that. So I do see the big picture, you know what I mean? But to me, I'm not going to sit here and act like what happened in Missouri is more important than what happened in France to people dying. I'm also not going to act like what happened in France is more important than the people who got blown up in Beirut or the people who lost their lives in Kenya. If you guys notice on my fan page, I never change my profile picture unless it's a picture of what? Myself. I never changed it to have a flag. When Sandra Bland died, I didn't use her picture. I didn't use the red, black, and green. I never change it because I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I'm not going to have selective outrage. I'm not going to support one thing and not support another. You know, I don't want to get tied into that box. You know, I feel like we should have the right to have our opinion and keep it moving. I don't need a pat on the back, or I don't need to feel like somehow now I'm an activist because I hit change my profile to a French flag. And I think that in society, we've gotten so complacent and we've gotten so sheeple-like that we feel like if we just hit a hashtag, if we just talk about something, that means that we're really making a difference in the world, you know, and that's the part that just kind of bothers me. I don't think it's okay to say fuck Paris. I don't think that's okay at all. Do they have the right to say it? Yeah, freedom of speech. Say what you want to say and I have the right to respond. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay to say fuck anyone who's lost their lives innocently, you know, to what their governments are involved in. You know, if that's the case, we'd be pissed off if there was a hashtag saying fuck USA because of what our government is involved in. You know, don't blame me for what my government is out here doing to a lot of these countries in the Middle East. I have nothing to do with that. So we can't blame those innocent people who lost their lives for what the French government may or may not be doing. You know, so that's the part that also bothered me. And another thing that also bothered me was just the selective outrage. People getting mad but not doing the research. I saw a lot of folks saying that, you know, it's funny how the news media is covering France nonstop, but they didn't say anything about the bombing in Beirut. And then you even saw this picture on Twitter going viral and people retweeting it over and over. You know, people are saying that, you know, Kenya wasn't covered either. And I'm sitting here like, are these people serious? New York Daily News, Associated Press, everybody covered the bombing that went down in Beirut. The Kenya situation was highly covered. What it is that a lot of people don't want to take personal responsibility. You didn't care about that shit. Let's keep it 100. The same people who are complaining about all this media exposure that France is getting, they didn't even post it on their Facebook page when the bombings went down in Kenya. They didn't post anything on their Facebook page to show solidarity when everything went down in Beirut. So why get mad at the media when you're not even doing it? At the end of the day, the media is going to cover what they want to cover, and it's your job to go out and research that information and know more about it. And what I notice is that when I go onto a lot of these so-called legitimate news sites and blog sites and everything else, the posts that get the most hits, the most comments, the most shares are posts about Kim Kardashian, any celebrity, Beyonce, you know, salaciousness and gossip. That's what we love in this country. That's what we love in this world. Those are the posts that get the most views. And I've had that happen on my channel. So many people complain about the Million Man March not getting any coverage and how dare the media do a blackout and not cover the Million Man March. I went there, spent my own money and everything else, my own resources to cover it because I knew the media was not going to be down there covering it. You know what I'm saying? Put together, we spent a whole week, you know, just editing, putting together all this footage for people. And those videos haven't even broke 2,000 views. But I can talk about love and hip hop and the most salacious shit and I get 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 views. So my thing is, instead of blaming the news media and saying that the news media is selective about what they choose to report, take responsibility as a person and be honest with yourself. You're selective about what you choose to read. You're selective about what you choose to attach your plight to. So that's why I don't even get involved in a lot of serious topics anymore, because I feel like it's just, at this point in time, it's not people who genuinely care. care. It's just folks who want attention. It's just folks who want to complain and bitch about something one way or another. The same folks who are upset about this French flag could have very well on their profile uploaded a Kenyan flag or uploaded a Beirut flag. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like, yes, Facebook should have multiple options, but if that's the case, they need to do one every time something happens in every country, not just France. Do something for every country and everyone who faces an act of terrorism. You know, so I just, like I said, the whole situation to me is sad. You know, I feel bad that innocent people lost their lives in France. I also feel bad that innocent people lost their lives in Beirut. I also feel bad that innocent people lost their lives in Kenya. I also feel bad that innocent people are losing their lives in Chicago. I also feel bad that innocent people are losing their lives in New York. I also feel bad that so many of my friends and people that I know back home in Minneapolis and in St. Paul are losing their lives. You know, so it's just like, can we not feel bad for more than one thing? You know, that's the shit I don't understand. Why is it that we're shaming people and trying to make people feel bad for only certain things? You should only feel guilty by everything that's going down at the University of Missouri. You should only feel bad about what's going on with Black Lives Matter. No, I have the right to feel bad about any damn situation, and I make no apologies for that. And I'm just so tired of this whole social media sheeple mentality that if you don't think like this, if you think differently, if you don't agree wholeheartedly with this stance, then you're a coon, you're a bedwench, you're not shit. Then if you take up for Black causes and you're Black, then you're a racist. You know, why can't people just take up for different causes? Why can't people just feel bad for what makes them feel bad? Why can't people take up for multiple causes? Why does everything always have to come back to you're either with us or you're against us? You know, that's the part that bothers me. The same thing happened with Cecil the Lion. A lot of folks were upset because this caused, you know, worldwide outrage, but they were trying to compare that to Black Lives Matter. And it's like, why can't I care about an innocent lion losing their life and care about Black Lives Matter? So, you know, I'm just to the point where I'm just over the hypocrisy of the internet. I'm over the selective outrage. I'm over people being mad, but yet and still not doing any research. You know, people just posting what they want to post with no facts behind it, saying that the media didn't cover certain things when the media did cover it. The crazy thing is that the media is covering a lot of this, but a lot of us are not paying attention to it because we're more obsessed with pop culture and Bruce Jenner, aka Caitlyn Jenner, putting on a dress as opposed to things that are really affecting us in the world. At the end of the day, we have to take responsibility for that as people, myself included, because I would never, you know, say you all and not include myself because I'm definitely more into pop culture than I am into worldwide news. I would never, you know, sit here and act like I know everything that's going on in the world or that I'm going to go look up the bombing in Beirut before I look up, you know, what's going on with Fetty Wap or what's going on with Beyonce, you know, etc. So I think at the end of the day, we as people need to take responsibility. And I feel like at the end of the day, we need to care about all people going through horrible things in this world. At the end of the day, it could happen to you. I don't care if it's the Sandra Bland situation. I don't care if it's about the young man Jamar who lost his life in Minneapolis. He was killed by the Minneapolis police. I don't care if it's 129 people being killed in France. I don't care if it's hundreds of people being killed in Kenya. We need to have human empathy for other people, especially when things like this happen. We need to just care about people in general and stop trying to be so damn divisive. Anyways, I'm done with my rant. You know, y'all can like, comment, share. Y'all cannot like, comment, and share. It don't make me no difference. I just wanted to come on here and just basically state my piece to my subscribers who asked me to do a video. So anyways, go ahead and leave a comment. All right, deuces. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.